I'm Allie Hamilton, and
I'm Paul Hamilton.
And we're from Vero Beach, Florida.
We've been fostering for 5 years. We always knew that we were going to be foster parents eventually. We had very different mindsets on timeline on when that would be. But we became foster parents 2 years after we were married.
Including more short-term and long-term, we've had about 12 come through our home. We always knew we wanted to help vulnerable children.
Right.
And didn't know necessarily in what capacity. And foster care seems like the answer to that. Mm-hmm. So when we were dating, it was something that I brought up.
We talked about it.
We talked about it before we got married. That way we knew each other's expectations. And we both knew from even just growing up in our childhood, like
there were foster families in our church, and we always looked up to them.
And we were exposed to the need at a young age, and kind of our parents kind of cultivated that in us as we grew up and developed. And so by the time we got to adulthood, we really felt like our lives and our family and our home was going to be open to helping, the most vulnerable children. Yeah, we both come from big families.
Yeah, I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers, and she has 4 sisters.
Yeah,
so we know the importance of family being together.
And our siblings are our best friends. So really there wasn't ever an option to not consider taking siblings.
Right.
And while that's been challenging, it's been so important and vital. And I think it's really important for anyone going into foster care, to understand the importance of the sibling connections. And even while we might not have all the siblings in our home, even just maintaining those relationships is really important.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Well, how rewarding is that? What's it like to be able to have kids?
But it was great. In one way, it was like,
I would say,
it was beautiful. We always say we treasure the scars that they leave on our hearts, because that's a successful story. That's really the goal when you go into it. It's reunification. But your heart doesn't always want that. It's tough.
Everything in foster care is
selfless.
A balance of the hope and beauty and the pain and the scars that come with it. And every day you're balancing those 2 feelings and emotions, which is incredibly complex and sometimes hard for us to wrap our brains around. But I think reunification specifically speaks to both of those emotions a lot. And so I think just like being a parent of any child, like my feelings don't matter. What I want doesn't matter. What I feel, this is not about getting my emotional needs met. This is what is the best interest of the child. And if possible, that's always going to be with their biological family. So, we've been able to watch that happen. Is it a good fit? I would say it's not a good fit for anybody, because foster care shouldn't exist. So you're stepping into broken situations and broken people, and you're trying to make amends, and you're trying to bring something good out of it. And that is incredibly difficult work. So it never feels comfortable. Yes, it's rewarding, but it's always going to be challenging. So if you're not looking at it with, this will be hard, but you have to make that decision. Am I in this or am I not? And at the end of the day, when I lay my head down at night, to me, it's always worth everything that comes with it. And so you have to just ask yourself, what is this worth to me? And also I would say, do I have my circle of support around me? You need a lot of support in your community, in your family, in your friend circle. So making sure that you have people in your life that are supporting you and that will be there and show up for you.
Yeah, that was good.